Greetings today from Botswana. I'd like to share this blog from a man named David Wilkerson. David Wilkerson was an evangelist in New York City. He was known for the movie and book, The Cross and the Switchblade. He is also the founder of Teen Challenge Ministries, which is focused around drug addiction, recovering people from their drug addictions in the name of Christ and lifting up the name of Christ. David Wilkerson passed away, I believe it was April 29th in 2011. He was 79 years old. He was killed in a car crash somewhere in Texas. His wife was with him, but she was all right. However, 2 days before this, on April 27th, 2011, he came up with this. He was in the habit, I suppose, of printing blogs. And this blog was called When All Means Fail. It was his last blog. And indeed, we weren't following David Wilkerson and his ministry. And so unless he had passed away like this, we probably never would have gotten a hold of this blog. But it's been very comforting. It's been encouraging to us. It's definitely something for hard times. But you know something, we can rely on God. And again, I'd like to share this with you. I tried to do a paraphrase of this in my own words and then list it as a paraphrase, but I just didn't feel right about it. God used someone else for our comfort. It begins, to believe when all means fail is exceedingly pleasing to God and is most acceptable. Jesus said to Thomas, Thomas, because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those that have not seen, and yet they have believed. That's John 20:29. Blessed are those who believe when there is no evidence of an answer to prayer, who trust beyond hope when all means have failed. Someone has come to the place of hopelessness, the end of hope, the end of all means. Perhaps a loved one is facing death and doctors give no hope. Death seems inevitable. Hope is gone. The miracle prayed for is not happening. And this is when Satan's hordes come to attack your mind with fear and anger, overwhelming questions, doubts. Where is your God now? You prayed until you had no tears left. You fasted. You stood on promises from the word. You trusted. Blasphemous thoughts will be injected into your mind. Prayer failed. Faith failed. Don't quit on God. Just don't trust him anymore. It doesn't pay. Even questioning God's existence will be injected into your mind. These have been the devices of Satan for centuries. Some of the godliest men and women who ever lived were under these kind of devilish attacks. To those going through the valley and shadow of death, hear this word. Weeping will last through some dark, awful nights. And in that darkness, you will soon hear the Father whisper, I am with you. I cannot tell you why right now, but one day it will all make sense. You will see it was all part of my plan. It was no accident. It was no failure on your part. Hold fast. Let me embrace you in your hour of pain. Beloved, God has never failed to act, but in goodness and love. When all means fail, his love prevails. Hold fast to your faith. Stand fast in his word. There is no other hope in this world. I pray that the Lord would quicken this to your spirit today. May God bless.